Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by today. You know, from the first time I ever traveled abroad as a member of the United States Navy, I knew something was different. I felt different. Something had changed. I couldn't put my finger on it. But as an 18-year-old man, country boy from Kentucky, I knew my life would never be the same. Now, fast forward 2023, I meet hundreds of men, black men specifically, who travel abroad. And they just seem happier. They seem more relaxed. So here are my 5 reasons I believe black men thrive outside the matrix. Now, they're not in any order. Okay. The first thing I'll talk about is the freedom to be who we are. Free of the negative stereotypes that follow us to our grave. When we travel abroad, we're able to leave the burden of race behind in our country. You know, skepticism and all that rhetoric that's so absurd. It's a heavy load to carry, man. And unless you're a black man, you wouldn't even begin to realize. But it makes many men give up before even trying. You know, once you get on that plane, the minute you board the plane, it feels as if the weight of the world's been lifted from your shoulders. And the freedom that comes along with that is it's indescribable. You must experience it, lest you think I'm making it all up. But at the end of the day, no matter how Filipinos feel about me, they don't hate me. This is powerful. This is one of the reasons why I think we thrive. That big yoke around our neck has been removed. But let's talk about something else. We're not viewed as a threat or the threat when we travel abroad. And it feels good to be able to fly under the radar and be treated like everybody else. We're not the victims of targeted violence that plague us, many of us rather, at home, in our own communities. If you ever been pulled over or stopped by police for being black, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But we're given the benefit of doubt. That's another liberating thing about traveling overseas. Another thing is black men are a novelty here, especially in the Philippines. Our skin color attracts attention, and it's an immediate topic of discussion. Filipinos here in 2023, a lot of them have never met a black man in person. And people are curious about us. They want to know who we are, where we came from, who we know. They almost make you feel special. But yeah, black men are a novelty. We're a big deal over here. Something else is we're well respected and admired. We have a positive reputation and we're appreciated. You know, I don't have to explain to you what that does to a man's spirit. Many of us, when we come out of our own countries, it's with a broken spirit. And when you're given this type of treatment, it heals you in a way. I'm not overreacting, man. After years of disrespect, we come to expect it. We think it's a normal way of life. It's a normal part of life. So we shrug it off. But yeah, there's a healing that goes on when we leave all that bullshit behind over there, man. Last and certainly not least, we have options, ladies and gentlemen. We have options. Many of us black men, we virtually live on a dime. And it's no wonder that we grow frustrated by the few options that are available to us. what we're looking for, what you're looking for, whether it be spiritual, financial, social, or relationships, is somewhere out here waiting for your discovery. When we travel and then return home, we have something to weigh it up against. See, that's a good thing because it's a big world, you know, and once we start to travel and see the myriad of options, we're never the same. One of my subscribers, I consider him a friend now, he got the profile retired 2019. He said that a man with options would never settle. His comment resonated with me because a man that has been expanded by new ideas would never go back to its old shape. It's the same over here. Once you've been exposed to these new options, you're never going to be the same. But at the end of the day, true freedom is the new black power. To do what you were meant to do and to be who you were meant to be. It's powerful, guys. It's something that if you haven't experienced, if you haven't gotten your passport, if you haven't traveled abroad, I mean overseas. I'm not talking about Mexico or Jamaica, Virgin Islands. I'm talking about abroad. Less than 5% of U.S. citizens travel overseas. And we lag behind the rest of the developed countries as far as passport holders. Black men traveling the least. So it's time that we put that fear to the side. Go ahead and get a passport and experience some of this true freedom, some of this true happiness that awaits us out here, man, because it's a big world out here. If you want to stay frustrated and unhappy over there, ignored, thrown in the trash can, then the choice is yours now, because I'm telling you today, it's a new way to live, man. Thank y'all again for listening. Just a short video about how I see things. 5 reasons I believe black men thrive outside of the matrix. They're not in any order, but we're a novelty. We're a big thing overseas, especially here in the Philippines. Many people have never seen a black man before, and they're curious about us. It makes you feel special. It makes you feel welcome. We're able to leave that burden of race behind in our country where it belongs. It's antiquated, man. Everybody knows that's junk science. There's no such thing as an inferior race or a superior race. People do have superior opportunities and advantages, yeah. But that rhetoric, man, it's absurd, man. And it's so heavy that some men give up before they even try. We're not the victims of targeted violence as we are in our countries. Most of it coming from our own communities, man. Yeah, I do feel safe overseas as a black man. The minute I board the plane, that feeling is immediate. It's indescribable. Unless you've experienced it, you think I'm lying. But I'm not. See, the freedom to be who we are and what we were truly meant to be, man, that's true freedom. You can't put a price on that. I'm well respected over here, and so are you and others, man, and admired. I had a broken spirit when I came over here. A healing goes on when you leave that matrix. You leave all that hate behind, because I tell you, at the end of the day, Filipinos don't hate me, man. No matter how they feel about me, it's not hate. And look at the options. The myriad of options out here. Once you've experienced and seen these new options, you'll never be the same. You'll never go back to being that same person. When you go home, now you got something to weigh it up against. Because most of us black men, we virtually live on a damn dot. It's a wonder that we're frustrated and beat down and discouraged. But no matter what you're looking for, spiritually, mentally, financially, romantically. It's somewhere out here waiting for your discovery. At the end of the day, guys, freedom is the new black power. If you're in America, it's late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. If it doesn't put your life in jeopardy. If you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, and you see somebody on the street or wherever you see them, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. It's not even, well, it's about 7 a.m. on a beautiful Monday morning. I've got to go get my extension. I'll probably go to Dumaguete, spend the night. I may take Are You Smarter Than a Grade 5 student with me. Never did it in Dumaguete. Now a day goes by, I don't help somebody. December 22nd, we're going to spin that wheel 10 times. 10 of our lucky Filipino subscribers are going to win 5,000 pesos each. It's part of our Christmas to remember. It's just our way of giving back, helping Filipinos who were affected by the pandemic and the lockdowns. Things aren't back to normal. A friend of mine, Kaz, he sent me the numbers, man. It's about 50% back to normal. I figure it's going to take another 2 years to get back to pre-pandemic numbers. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. See y'all next time.